Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Presley, Tex TV, and Texas Style Wrestling. And I am standing here with the TSW Women's Champion, the lovely Christy James. Now, tonight, you face the Crush, Natalia Markova, and defend this TSW Women's Championship.
Yeah, you know, Aaron, I'm actually really excited about this match. I've had numerous matches here at TSW, and I know Natalia very well. I have been watching her for a while now, and she is vicious and she is beautiful. But I am not going to let her beauty distract me. Nope, not at all. Because you see, Markova, I am Christy James. I have traveled and trained at the ends of the world to become the TSW first ever women's champion. And I know you're going to put up a good fight, but at the end of the day, I'm leaving here the women's champion.
TSW Texas Style Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Malden here with you. Huge announcement last week right here in the ring.
These incredible individuals that have brought TSW to the point where it is today. The fastest growing and best professional wrestling organization in the state of Texas. A big congratulations to each and every one of you. And you know, TSW, this building, this team has really become a cornerstone of the National Wrestling Alliance, especially since we had the Crockett Cup here, which was by far one of the best pay-per-views we had of the entire year, and we want this team to be a part of our team. So going forward, as of right now, from me on behalf of William Patrick Horgan, the head of the National Wrestling Alliance, TSW is now an official affiliate of NWA Texas, an official territory of the National Wrestling Alliance. And I want to make it very clear to all you folks that are here in this building and are watching at home what that means for you fans. That means that the stars that are performing here in TSW are going to have opportunities to wrestle on NWA programming, including on our incredible show, NWA Power, available every Tuesday on X right now. And not only that, more stars of the NWA, like national promoter Brian Idol, and many more, will come to TSW and wrestle for all you fans.
And we are excited to be a part of the NWA. We call it NWA Texas here at TSW, Texas Style Wrestling, as Damage is making his way to the ring now for this opening contest. What a great event we have for you tonight here from the OC, Forney, Texas, Opportunity Central, where you can see Texas Style Wrestling live and in person. Come out here, be on TV with us. Our next event date we're going to announce very, very soon. In fact, the show happened a little bit earlier tonight at the OC, and you can be a part of the action. Head over to tswplus.com, click on tickets, and get your tickets fast, because we're going to fill it up next time here at the OC. Be sure to show your Texas style pride. Grab your official TSW merch at tswplus.com. T-shirt, caps, collector gear. The hottest TSW merch is at tswplus.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, approaching the ring from San Antonio, Texas, he is one half of the tag team, the City Boys. This is Bino.
Well, last week we saw the other half of the City Boys, KDP, in action here against Brian Idol, unsuccessfully, of course. But tonight, Let's see if his tag team partner, Bino Blue, can be any more successful as he heads out here to take on Damage. And of course, that Professor P factor is always going to be at play as long as the big man is at ringside. The poetic Professor P. Every time we've heard from him, it's been some sort of a rhyme. I don't know if he writes these things out ahead of time. I have a feeling it's in the book. The very stylish, almost to a fault, Bino Blue here getting set for action tonight against Damage, and no flash at all on the opposite side of the ring. Well, except maybe Professor P's boots. But Damage here, all grit, all toughness behind that mask. And we think we may know who that is behind the mask, but after what happened to Tim Storm, who is now known as Baron Von Storm, several weeks ago, it seems that the pursuit of the identity of Damage has been dropped here in TSW, and we're all just now accepting the fact that this is Damage. And he looks to do damage tonight to Bino Blue here in our opening contest. Great main event tonight here for the women's title. Markova and James. Natalia Markova, Christy James here in our main event tonight. The women's title on the line as Bino Blue teases Damage, and that's not going to do anything but make the big man mad. If you would like to see some of this professional wrestling action in your hometown, we could line up some matches for you. TSW Texas Style Wrestling. Head over to tswplus.com for your fundraisers, festivals, and fairs, big events. Nothing draws a crowd like professional wrestling, especially the ladies and gentlemen you see every single week right here competing on Texas Style Wrestling. The stars of TSW in your town. Find out how at tswplus.com. Right now, well, going to tie it up again. Bino slips through, and there he's met with a fist by Damage. Vicious chop now. Another chop. Professor P looking on happily outside the ring. Irish whip into the corner. No one home there. Bino Blue going right back to work on Damage. Working on that arm again. Trying to wear it down. And now over the ropes where the referee says that can't stand.
Back him off the rope, baby.
Professor P with instructions outside the ring as well. I guess he doesn't rhyme all the time. Bino Blue back in on that arm again of Damage. Great crowd on hand tonight. Want you to be here with us. Those tickets at tswplus.com. Great work by our camera crew tonight, getting you in on the action just as close as possible here, safely. But Professor P trying to lead a chant outside the ring. I don't think that's going to work. The crowd pretty solidly here behind Bino Blue, who just got smacked by a forearm in the face. Irish whip now off the ropes. Goes down for a back body drop, but Bino jumps right over. Outsmarted Damage on that one there. Here he comes off the ropes again. Oh, no! Oh, terrible spine buster there for his trouble as Bino Blue has to rethink that strategy just a little bit. The rugged, the terrifying, the dangerous Damage. And now we have Professor P with those spiked boots out there kicking Bino Blue outside the ring while the referee works to keep Damage back off of him. Long enough for him to recover and get himself back into the ring. And now, Damage out there as well. A kick right to the ribs of Bino Blue. That'll knock the wind out of you and change the course of things dramatically here. Now we're back here in the laps of our crowd here, and oh no! Right into the steel steps.
Get a good one right there. Get a good one, baby. Down in. The king of the ring, baby. Let's go.
Suffering at the hands of Damage is Bino Blue now, as Professor P looks on. And now Bino Blue is back in the ring here, Damage to follow. A stomp right to the back of the neck. As Bino Blue works to get back some sort of offense in this matchup, or at least get back to his feet as Damage celebrates here. Now grinding away at the shoulder of Beano Blue. Damage. And vicious, strong arms working and squeezing. The hands just wrenching away at the muscles of Beano Blue, who fights, and is finally back to his feet for a little bit there with the back elbow. And maybe he can break the hold. I hope he's off now. And here he comes and runs right back into the big clothesline. Thought we were seeing a little bit of momentum there from Beano Blue, but no. Damage put it into that rather quickly, and now another stomp to the neck as he continues to work down that particular portion of the back of the neck where it connects to the shoulder there, working over those muscles, and now he's right back in there squeezing again. Beano Blue in a very bad situation here as Damage continues to work and wear him down, and that's what it's all about in the Book of Damage. The book carried by Professor P, who recites from it rather regularly. Referee checking with Beano Blue, seeing if it might be time to tap out here as the pain grows. Beano Blue says, no, I'm staying in it. And Damage just goes right back in again. Reapplying that pressure. Tightening up on the shoulder. Squeezing on the muscle of Beano Blue as he begins now to use those elbows to get out of chop. Punch, chop, combination there as he backs off Damage. Damage now in a corner. What is Beano Blue going to do here? He's revving it up, and here he comes. Wow! Damage reeling now as Beano Blue mounting a little offense, and there's Professor P. Did I not mention earlier that Professor P is always a factor in these matches? And there we go, a spear. That's probably going to be it. Let's see if Damage can capitalize as Professor P looks on rather proudly there at his handiwork.
Take a picture for your wall, baby.
Take a picture, he says. All right, we got huge power slam there. And 2 and 3, that is it. Damage is your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, Damage!
Well, he put up a fantastic fight, did Beano Blue, but it was a combination of the toughness and grit of Damage and the conniving Professor P on the outside that led to the downfall there of Beano Blue. However, I must say, even before Professor P got involved, Damage was doing plenty of damage on his own, and there he is, folks. Damage and Professor P victorious here in our opening contest tonight. Like I said, main event tonight, Natalia Markova, Christy James, women's title on the line, and so much more right here on TSW Texas Style Wrestling. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here right now with Professor P and Damage, and the devastation here tonight, the destruction is unparalleled.
Just like I told you, TSW, torture, agony, and defeat. He sees it all as a lustful treat. And as far as TSW NWA goes, Professor P and Damage, TSW NWA, nobody gets in Damage's way.
Well, there you have it. Words from the man himself. We're back in just a moment here on Texas Style Wrestling, folks. If you think you've got what it takes, join the NWA Texas Style Wrestling Limited Participant Training Clinic. Train with Dog Pound Dojo's Rodney Mack and legendary referee James Beard in this one-of-a-kind experience. Clinic starts at 11 a.m. Spots are limited. Sign up fast. Who knows? You might end up wrestling every Saturday night in prime time on TV across Texas, the nation, the entire globe. TSWplus.com. Sign up today.
Aaron Presley, Tex TV, and Texas Style Wrestling. Folks, I am standing here with the man who looks tonight to become the new TSW Junior Heavyweight Champion, the man with the most viz in the biz, Soda Pop.
What's going on, Aaron? And for everybody at home watching, and for the TSW family, listen real close. A man isn't defined by his losses. Tino Valentino, I give you that. You're the only man to beat me for the TSW Junior Heavyweight title. But tonight, that all changes, Aaron, because I'm going to get back up. And I got back up that night that you put me down, and I've been working my ass off ever since. And I know you've been ducking and dodging. And it's hard to stay right in front of the man with the most fizz in the biz. When my shine is so bright that the maquila de amor has to wear sunglasses inside. Tino, tonight, I will regain what is rightfully mine. I will put this junior division back on the map once again. And I will be able to say that the Carbonation sensation, the NWA's very own, the man with the most fizz in the biz, is the first two-time TSW Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall. It is a singles match, and it is for the Dog Pound Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. From Kansas City, by way of McLean County, ladies and gentlemen, this is Moonshine Mantell.
Nothing spells intensity like Moonshine Mantell. Ryan Mantell, a long-time competitor here in Texas-style wrestling, making his way to the ring here as we get ready to see some championship gold on the line. Dog Pound heavyweight title on the line here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent.
And he is going to have his hands full with this man, the man on the way to the ring right now, Dog Pound heavyweight champion Marovic, making his way to the ring.
He is the Puerto Rican Machine, and the reigning and defending Dog Pound Championship Wrestling World Champion. This is Marovic.
For the sake of a little background here, Dog Pound Championship Wrestling is an affiliate of NWA in San Antonio, Texas. And, of course, these belts being defended here as part of NWA Texas. Marovic here with his World Heavyweight Championship from Dog Pound Championship Wrestling, being defended tonight here against Moonshine Mantell, our own TSW star. And so, as with the NWA, these NWA Texas titles can make the rounds as well within that area of the country. And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight, that Dog Pound Championship title on the line. And Moonshine Mantell would love to have the opportunity to travel around and defend that belt all over the state of Texas. But he needs to get the belt back now so we can get this contest underway, and Marovic can defend his title. And there you see it, the championship gold from Dog Pound Championship Wrestling. Bell rings, and here we go. Things getting underway. Moonshine Mantell, Marovic. Both a part of NWA Texas, one from Dog Pound Championship Wrestling, and of course Moonshine Mantell from here in TSW Texas Style Wrestling, which you see every Saturday night right here. And earlier this evening, another episode aired on your TV, and this, of course, these fans here tonight able to see it live in person. You can do that too. We've told you a few times how to get your tickets over at tswplus.com. On the ropes now, Moonshine Mantell backing off Marovic. Now the two face-to-face in the middle of the ring. The referee trying to keep some order here. And now the shoving match. Mantell a little outsized by Marovic there, not only in height but also in weight and maybe in strength just a little. As the two lock it up here, pretty much evenly matched as they try to get the edge on one another here, and barely giving an inch there as Mantell manages to back up Marovic a little bit, but Marovic getting the upper hand now, and into the corner goes Marovic. Moonshine holding him there. The referee counts. Got to break that. Oh, wow. Shoulder right into the gut of Maravik. Maravik blocks, comes back now, clubbing blows, throwing those tree limbs over Moonshine Mantell. Referee barely getting out of the way as now Maravik has him in the corner. Oh, wow, just clubbing those arms, those huge arms back and forth across the head of Moonshine Mantell as Moonshine now bats him out of the corner. The punch is blocked, and now a punch of his own from Maravik. Mantell in the corner again, being draped over that rope. The referee's going to break that. And now, whip off the ropes into the opposite corner there. Scoop slam from Maravik. Moonshine Mantell planted right in the center of the ring. But he moves him over. Now is he going up? Oh, the big man. He's on the second rope now. Mantell in a world of trouble if he can't come to. Oh, he does just in time. And wow, that would have been devastating if Moonshine Mantell had not moved at just the right moment. Mantell using the opportunity now to go to work on the leg of Maravik. Getting him out into the middle of the ring where he can continue to do as much damage as possible as he now wrenches on the leg of Maravik. Ryan Moonshine Mantell, easy for me to say, has got him cinched up there and now goes to work on the leg again. Pulling him now over to the rope. Not going to get much done there. And he's got up on that rope. Oh, no. This could be devastating. Oh, wow, the full weight of Moonshine Mantell right down on the leg of Maravik. Well, that's a good way to cut down the big man, start working on the leg there, and that's going to keep him off his feet. At least that is the goal of Moonshine Mantell. And now outside the ring, Maravik kicks him off as he's gone just out of our shot there. Mantell coming back too, and now Maravik right there waiting for him, and now this one's outside the ring. These fans getting an up close and personal view of the action here as now Mantell is back into the ring. Maravik back up on the ring apron now. Going to break that count, I guess, by coming back into the ring. Mantell's ready for him, though, and drop kick to the knee of Maravik. Mantell up, comes down and stomps on Maravik again. That title could change hands here tonight. Ryan Moonshine Mantell could have the opportunity to tour around the state, defending that belt as Maravik has done for Dog Pound Championship Wrestling and is doing here tonight on Texas Style Wrestling. If you ever get a chance to see our friends down at Dog Pound Championship Wrestling, check their website, find out where the latest shows are coming, and enjoy the Dog Pound in the San Antonio area. Meanwhile, here in North Texas, Forney, Texas to be exact, Maravik is trying very hard to hang on to his Dog Pound Championship Wrestling title. Of course, TSW is seen on TV all over Texas. And happy to be in so many great markets, and we want to say hi to you no matter where you are watching TSW here tonight. Mantell getting ready for a suplex there, and Maravik blocking it, just using that dead weight. And there he got a little suplex of his own. Mantell coming down hard. Maravik waiting for him to get up, to get back to work. Mantell getting back to his feet. Mantell goes behind. Maravik trying to break it. Mantell squeezing in now, locking in the pressure as Maravik cannot reach him. Just out of reach, he's off the ropes, comes back. Mantell with the spine buster. This could be it. Mantell goes over, gets the pin. 1, 2, and we could know. Thought for a moment there we could see a brand new Dog Pound heavyweight champion, but Maravik escaping just at the right moment. As these two both worse for wear here in this hard-fought competition. Mantell making his way back to his feet. Maravik stumbles into the corner. And now Mantell driving the shoulder. Chops, forearm shots. The shoulder again. Another chop. Another forearm shot. Mantell bringing him out to the middle of the ring where this one's going to be one. We can have a new champion here. Clothesline, and he is down. This could be it. Take advantage of the fact that you've got him on his back, Mantell. Mantell getting the big Maravik back to his feet. Apparently a lot more left to do here as he's now going, it looks like maybe trying to get him in a back body drop type of situation here. But no, Maravik is turning it around. Oh no, he goes for a power bomb, doesn't quite get the elevation. Let's see if this is enough to do it. 2 and not quite 3. Got to get the man to fall a little further than that if you want to keep him down. Moonshine Mantell kicking out just at the right minute, and both of these men struggling now to get back to their feet. The referee is counting. Both men down. This has to be won with a pinfall. 1, 2, 3 for that title to change hands. Both men know it. Both men working to get back to their feet now. Championship gold on the line here in the middle of the ring. Maravik to his feet. Mantell to his. Fist balled up, ready to go. Here he goes. Runs right into Maravik. Maravik up and over there. Back body drop. Moonshine landing hard. Here comes Maravik. Oh, a huge splash. Cratering the chest of Moonshine Mantell. And here comes Maravik again. Another one. This could spell the end for Moonshine Mantell and his hopes of that Dog Pound Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. 1, 2. Oh, wait a minute. Just barely. Just barely. Moonshine Mantell with the shoulder up, just a hair before the referee's hand, hit the canvas for the 3rd time. Maravik trying to get the crowd behind him. Mantell trying to get to his feet again. Maravik is kind enough to wait and then goes right back to work on him there. And now spinebuster of his own. Moonshine is down. This is it. 1, 2. No. The heart and determination of Moonshine Mantell as he kicks out once again. Maravik in disbelief. Moonshine Mantell wants that title. There it is right there. Dog Pound Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And that's what's on the line. And that's what Moonshine Mantell wants to leave here with tonight. Mantell outside the ring had his hand on that belt for just a moment there as Maravik comes around. Now they're fighting outside the ring again. And Mantell, whoa, wait a minute, Maravik was ready. Caught himself before running into that pole. Elbow on Moonshine Mantell. Oh no. Oh no, this could put the man out of commission. Yeah, I thought he was heading to slam him into that. Now wait a minute. Hey, Mantell's got somebody's crutch. That's a fan's crutch. Oh, he just got himself disqualified.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by disqualification and still Dog Pound Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Maravik.
Maravik, your winner by disqualification. Moonshine not winning the belt, though he now has it in his hands and walking away with it. Maravik wins by disqualification because Moonshine Mantell got a hold of the crutch of a fan and used it to beat down Maravik outside the ring. Mantell costing himself that championship by getting disqualified here. And that's not the last title you will see defended here tonight. Coming up here in our main event next, Natalia Markova is up against Christy James. And that TSW women's title is on the line. Our main event is next here on TSW Texas Style Wrestling.
Texas Style Wrestling, and what an announcement tonight. And I'm standing here with the man who made it the Chief Operating Officer of the National Wrestling Alliance, Mr. Joe Galley.
Aaron, thank you so much for this time. I just want to take another moment to say thank you to everybody at TSW, whether you're a wrestler, whether you're in the crew, or whether you're one of the great fans that's watching at home on Tex TV, because we know this is where it's all about. This is the reason why TSW is now a part of NWA Texas, an official territory. And what that means for you fans out there You're going to see more stars of the National Wrestling Alliance come and perform right here in Forney, Texas. You're also going to see a lot of the stars that you're used to seeing here on TSW come on to NWA programming like NWA Power and NWA Shockwave coming January 11th right here in Forney, Texas. And on top of all that, we're getting a brand new NWA Texas champion, and that belt's going to be defended right here as well.
See the stars of Texas Style Wrestling live and save big using code ONTV. Get 20% off your tickets. That's general admission and reserved with code ONTV at checkout at TSWplus.com. Wrestling Disco, 20% off tickets. That's what we call Texas Style savings. TSWplus.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Presley with Tex TV and Texas Style Wrestling, and I am here right now with our challenger for the TSW Women's Championship, The Crush, Natalia Markova. How you doing?
I'm doing great, and I'm actually really excited to be a challenger for TSW Women's Championship.
Now tonight, Christy Jane's quite a competitor, but do you have her number tonight, Natalia?
Oh, I do. Honestly, I agree with you. She is a great competitor, and that's what I like. I liked good competition. So I'm so excited. I'm sure everybody will be excited to see that. But you know what? I am the Crush. So I'm going to crush her, and I'm going to put my best pin on her.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it right there. Natalia Markova, Aaron Presley, Tex TV.
Bring the superstars of TSW to your area. TSW is ready to roll into your town. Email us contact at tswplus.com, and let's make your Texas wrestling event happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a singles match, and it is for the TSW Women's Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, approaching the ring, she's got looks to kill. She is the Crush, Natalia Markova!
A very confident Natalia Markova making her way to the ring right now. Confident because she's one of the most accomplished in the ladies division in the NWA, has toured all over the world, and she's here in Texas tonight with an opportunity to take home that TSW Women's Championship, the roughest, toughest women's division in all of sports. And of course, that's in the NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance, sanctioning this great women's division. And we will see action from that division each and every week right here on Texas Style Wrestling. Natalia Markova vying for that title tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, her opponent.
Well, next up, no stranger to TSW and Texas wrestling as a whole. We've seen her around here for quite some time. Christy Janes must defend that women's title tonight here at Texas Style Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, approaching the ring, she is the reigning and defending TSW Women's Champion. She is the Brazilian Wonder Woman, Christy Janes.
Showing a little love to the Texas fans here tonight in Forney, Texas at the OC is Christy Janes, our reigning and defending women's champion. And she will have her hands full tonight with the rough and tough Natalia Markova, who has her eyes on the prize and will not take it off until she leaves here with that title gold tonight. At least that's what she told us earlier. And Christy Janes is in for the fight of her life. All right, each of the competitors getting a look at the belt there. Christy Janes, will that be the last time she touches that title gold? I don't know. We're going to see tonight here as Christy Janes and Natalia Markova are fighting for that belt, that TSW women's title. And that women's division here in TSW, as I've said already, is hot and on fire. And you'll see why this is the best place to see women's division professional wrestling when these two battle it here tonight in the middle of the ring in Forney, Texas. Locking up now. Christy Janes, Natalia Markova. Natalia Markova in the black outfit with the blonde hair. Christy Janes, of course, the colorful individual there. As these ladies fight into the corner now, referee going to call for that to break. But wait a minute, Natalia using to strengthen those legs to work it back out to the middle, right where this match needs to be in an arm drag. As Christy Janes taken down here first in the opening moments of this contest. Arm drag of her own now as Natalia's down. Count of only one there as an early pin attempt. Good for only one again. And only one again as Natalia's back up. These two holding on to that collar and elbow tie-up throughout all of that, and it's now broken. Nice show of respect for each other and from these fans here at the OC in Forney, Texas. Christy Janes and Natalia Markova getting ready to, I heard her say, very worthy opponent there. As they go at it again, Natalia goes around and behind, puts in the side headlock there and cinches it up. And Christy Janes, for the first time in this bout, is actually in trouble a little bit here. Natalia Markova squeezing the head of Christy Janes. Christy pushing her off the rope. She goes across, up and over. Natalia's back. Christy Janes up and over. Here comes Natalia. Nope. She blocks it. And no, she gets, wow. Nice reversal there from Natalia Markova. Christy Janes out of the way, though. Natalia running into that corner post, corner turnbuckle, rather. Christy Janes up and over. Oh, wow. A little kick to the back of the head just for good measure as Christy Janes is now up high. What's it going to be? Oh, wow. She rolls her up. We can see the end early. No. What a move from Christy Janes. 1, 2, and no. Christy Janes trying very hard to hang on to her TSW Women's Division title, the Ladies Championship here in Texas Style Wrestling. She now has Natalia up in a fireman's carry. So going to be here, Natalia coming down. Forearm shot there, blasting away at Christy Janes. Another forearm shot, going to wear down the champ here. Into the corner goes Christy Janes. Here comes Natalia with the big elbow. Christy now, opposite corner. East to west here. And now, north to south. She comes out into the middle. Swinging neck breaker. Christy Janes is down. Pin 1, 2, and no, only good for 2 as we almost saw the crowning of a new champ here in Texas Style Wrestling. Natalia working her way back to her feet. Must continue the offense here if she wants to wear down the champ, Christy Janes. Christy, jawbreaker there. Natalia to the rope. Here comes Christy Janes, and out of the way goes Natalia, and down goes the champ. The champ is now in a heap on the floor. Natalia now coming down. Going back to work on Christy Janes out on the floor here in front of the fans. Texas Style Wrestling, the home of the greatest women's division in all of pro wrestling. As you are seeing right here, Natalia and Christy Janes fighting. Doesn't matter where the fight takes them. The fight will continue. As Christy Janes with a big forearm shot there to Natalia. Oh, wow. A kick to the gut of Christy Janes is a little bit of leverage for Natalia, but Christy Janes fighting back. And now whipping Natalia there. Natalia reversing and then reversed again and right into that corner post goes Natalia Markova. Christy Janes taking a little break there with those front row seat fans here at the OC in Forney, Texas. Christy back to her feet now after a little breather, going back to work on Natalia. And Christy coming in just enough to get that count stopped. And now she's right back out to work on Natalia Markova. And what is she setting her up for here? Oh, no. This could be a suplex. She's got her set up like she's going to deliver a standing vertical suplex. And no, Natalia turns it around. And Christy Janes gets the suplex onto the hard concrete floor. Okay, we've got both competitors down on the outside of the ring here. Something has got to happen. This has got to get back into the ring now. And that count advances on. Christy Janes is now thrown into the ring by Natalya. Natalya rolls her out to the middle of the ring, which is where this is all going to happen. Count of only 2 there as Christy Janes kicks out. Natalya Markova has been fighting all over the world, making a name for herself in the NWA. Will she leave here tonight as the new TSW Ladies Champion? We will know the answer by the end of this bout as the 2 exchanging blows now, standing right smack in the middle of the ring. Natalya over and over. Christy ducks it this time, though. And she comes back, and both ladies got a mouthful of the canvas that time. This can't end this way, though. We're going to need someone to get back to their feet, and hopefully we can get a pin situation here instead of a double count out. That would be awful. Of course, not awful for Christy Janes because she would retain the title. Both back to their feet now. Oh, wow. Hard chop right on the chest of Christy Janes. Over and over and oh, wow. There's a little return the favor from Christy Janes now. Natalya Markova almost seemed to enjoy that. Oh, wow. Huge kick to the face. Christy's reeling. Seeing stars now. Natalya's got her. This could be it. 1, 2. And no. Christy Janes kicking out one more time. Still hanging onto that belt as hard as she can. Natalya taunting a little bit there, Christy Janes, who now tries to find refuge in the corner as Natalya readies for her to stand to her feet because I believe she's got something in store for Christy when she gets back to her feet. Here she comes, and oh, runs straight into the boot of Christy Janes. Christy Janes has just a little bit of energy left, was able to raise that leg up just in the right nick of time there. And Natalya Markova on her back too, and that could, no, that's not it. Count of only 2 there as Christy Janes trying to win that title. Keep it here from Natalya Markova. And she knows she has got her hands full here tonight. She's found it out very quickly as this matchup has progressed here. Natalya back. Christy Janes down. Oh, wow. Knee straight to the face. That's going to have to do it. 1, 2, and wow. I thought Christy Janes was knocked out. But she manages somehow to kick out of that just at the last moment and will live to fight another day here and hang on to that title a little while longer. Christy Janes up. Whoa. Now Natalya. Christy Janes both. Worse for wear. This could be it. 1, 2, and no. So close to Christy Janes retaining her title here tonight. Christy Janes first to make it back to her feet here, going right back to work. Hold on, she's got her up in a fireman's carry situation. Let's see what's going to happen next. Now, wait a minute, who's that? Who is that? That's Misty Marks. Misty Marks is in. She slides in and grabs a hold of the foot of Christy Janes and causes her to drop. Now, wait a minute, that's Renee Michelle. Renee Michelle now chasing Misty Marks out of here. And there they go, leaving the arena. I don't know what's going to happen there, but wait a minute, Natalya and Christy Janes still going at it in the ring, and it looks like Natalya Markova up on the top rope. Christy Janes going up there. Wait, Natalya fights her way out. Christy Janes turning around, runs right into that huge missile drop kick from Natalya Markova. She's in the opposite corner now. Here comes Natalya, throwing Christy out to the middle of the ring. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. We have a new champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and new TSW Women's Champion, the Crush, Natalya Markova. Natalya
Markova, our new women's champion here in Texas Style Wrestling. And oh boy, the bar has just been set really high for anyone that wants to come in and try to be the women's champ here in Texas Style Wrestling. What a main event here tonight. Her moment in the sun has just begun. Natalia Markova, your new TSW Women's Champion. See the stars of Texas Style Wrestling live and save big using code ONTV. Get 20% off your tickets. That's general admission and reserved with code ONTV at checkout at tswplus.com. Wrestling this good, 20% off tickets. That's what we call Texas Style savings. tswplus.com.